Hi everyone, we're going to go on to the next step of our winter landscape. And I have this book in the art room called Slush Mountain, and it's got some great pictures in here. And it shows, of course, some skiers, downhill skiers, cross-country skiers. But what I'm looking at are all the different ways that they have drawn the trees or painted the trees. So my whole book doesn't fit in the screen, but hopefully you can see at least some of them. And we're going to be painting trees in the landscape that we worked on earlier. So this was one that I finished. You can see we're just doing very simple trees. I've left a space here because I want to put this one was for my skater, so I want to be able to have room for the skater to go in. So I'm going to show you how to do it, and I'm going to move my book out of the way. I have my landscape. It's kind of noisy in the background, but that's okay. All right, so the colors we're going to be using are primarily brown and white. And I know you can't see these in my camera, can you? But trust me, brown and white. And I was going to give you green, but when I was doing mine, I noticed that green, probably not a great choice since this was green and you can't really see it. So I left out green. All right, you can, if you need a piece of toweling, you can grab that too, and you're going to get your water and a paintbrush, of course. So we're going to start, and we're going to start with the trees in the background, and of course these are going to be the smallest trees. So I'm just going to take the white, and how you begin, and we're going to work with just the tip of the brush. So you want to hold it vertically, and I'm just going to make a line up, and this is going to tell me how tall my tree is going to be. So I want them different heights. I want some tall, some short, something like that. Okay. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to do those pine trees that I saw. Now when you're painting it, you want to keep your paintbrush vertical. You start at the outer edge and you pull it in. Outer edge, pull it in. And you just keep going like that all the way down. Going back to get more paint on the tip of your brush. And these are trees that look realistic. These are stylized trees, so we don't have to worry about them being perfect. Or if you want to just go down one side, do one side first, and then the second side. You work that out, how it works best for you. And I'm going to keep doing that. Now, oops, you don't have to just do them that way. You might want to start and make kind of like a loop and color that in, like loop it out. And of course I'd have to do that to the top. There's many ways to draw a tree, and we all know this might not look like a realistic tree, but we all know what this is intended to be. So you decide on how you want to draw your tree. So that one looked pretty big. And some of them, like this one here, are going to overlap each other. So I'm going to do this side. And that's okay. Just keep at it. All right. So now I have those trees, the ones in the background. In this picture, I'm only going to add just maybe a couple up front here. So maybe I will draw a tree and start it down here, and maybe this tree. Oh yeah, because this is going to be my either snowboarder or ski jumper, whatever I decide to put in this picture. And I'm going to go up. Now I'm doing a tree that has leaves, so these are kind of pine trees. So when it gets to this point, I'm going to go this way and then this way, like a V. And I might have to go over and darken it up. And then from here, you want to continually think of that letter V while you're making this type of a tree. See what I mean? So here's like a Y, Y. Make sure the branches are aiming upwards. And if you get good at using just the tip of the brush, you can make some very skinny branches. Now I don't want my tree to be too big because I gotta, like I said, save room for my skier. So you decide how you're going to do your trees, but that's the next thing we're adding. Have fun, and I can't wait to see what you do.